Hello everybody, welcome back to the Horror Vault. Today we have got a haul video for you. It's not, well, I suppose it's kind of horror-ish in a way. It's a comic book haul. I bought a load of comics off of a guy on eBay, and he chucked a fair few in that he was going to sell anyway, but because I bought so many he gave them to me for free, so I'm very grateful for that. But there's 79 comics altogether, so I'll split these videos into 4 parts. So this is going to be part 1. This is the one that's going to have a good mixture of different comics in it. So this one is comics all from the company Zenescope, who do the Grim Fairy Tales comics. Really good story arc across the whole lot. Worth reading. I'll leave a link down below for their website if you want to go check them out. But all I'm going to do here is I'll read you the basically the synopsis for the first issue, or at least one of the first issues I've got for each of the series I've got here, and then I'll just show you the covers, because I don't want to obviously show you too much, because if you want to buy them, then I've spoiled them for you. So first off, we have Grim Fairy Tales presents Inferno Rings of Hell. Oh, I should mention that Zenescope, they do different covers, a bit like other comic companies. They do different issues, covers for each issue. So, for instance, that one has got 4 covers there, A, B, C, and D. Some are harder to get than others. Some are limited to comic conventions and things like that. But this is Grim Fairy Tales presents Inferno Rings of Hell. This is issue 1 of 3, and this is cover A. So that's what it looks like. But I actually really like the covers. This I can't remember which comic I got for. I know it's a Grim Fairy Tale one, but I don't know which comic I got for them first. But I was actually really drawn in by the art, not just on the outside, but on the inside as well. The inside art's really cool as well. I mean, I'm quite impressed with it anyway. But that's just me. So the story so far, this issue 1 of 3. Following events in Grim Fairy Tales Part 100, the Dark Horde stands victorious and the Age of Darkness begins on Earth. The Dark Queen reigns over the grim universe and decides to exact revenge on her stepdaughter, Lucifer. Offended by their betrayal, the Queen stops at nothing to capture both Lucifer and Mercy Dante and kill them in a unique and epic fashion. So there's it's basically one big universe, Grim Fairy Tales, that the scopes do. So you don't have to read all of them. I mean, you can handpick all the different type of ones you want to read, but I'm going to try and get as many as I can, because characters appear in further issues that you wouldn't expect. So that's issue 1 of 3. This is issue 2. Again, this is cover A. A bit similar to the first one. You know, it's got the fire and everything going on it, but Inferno Rings of Hell. But I actually quite like these covers. That's cover A. And then this, is that it? I believe that might be it for this one, Inferno Age of Darkness. Oh no, there was a couple more. Or am I wrong? No, I am right. It's cover Inferno Rings of Hell 1, 2. I've got issue 3 missing out of that. So this is Grim Fairy Tales Code Red. And I'm not entirely sure. There's 5 issues in this altogether. So on the front you got, obviously, Red Riding Hood, which looks a little bit different than what I remembered her looking like as from a child, but hey ho. But this is obviously the Red Riding Hood, and issue 1 of 5. The story is for centuries it was assumed that fairy tales, and fables were fictional stories passed down from generation to generation. However, that is not entirely true. Beings from 4 different realms linked to Earth do in fact exist. These realms are known as Mist, Neverland, Wonderland, and Oz. Some beings born inside of these powerful realms grow to possess mystical powers and are known as highborns. Those with both human and highborn blood are known as false bloods. Good or evil, not all highborns and false bloods have yet realized their true power. But when they do, most are inclined to choose a side between those who want to rule Earth and those who want to protect it. So, Brittany Waters operates under the codename Agent Red for a government agency, Hybo Corp, that employs highborns and false bloods to help protect Earth from dangerous supernatural threats as part of Hypercorp's realm knights team. She helped protect the world many times, but as the Dark Horde begins to rise again, Agent Red will face an even more threatening than she ever imagined. Again, it's got, a variation of covers inside. You pick up from different places, but that's that one. And then issue 2 again is cover A. Yeah, so that's it. And then we got to issue 4, I believe. Issue 4 has got a bit of a kind of interested in the creatures on the front. The kind of orcish, I suppose. But there you go. That's issue 4. And this is cover A. So there's that. And cover A of Grim Fairy Tales Code Red is this one. So as I said, there's a couple of issues missing out in this one as well, but I'll be able to track them down, I would have thought. Next up is Grim Tales of Terror. Now, I'll show you, so this is the variant covers, so they got sort of like EC Comics kind of look going on to them. So Zenescope Grim Fairy Tales, and that's obviously Jekyll and Hyde. And then each issue is obviously a different story of some sort. And this is number 1, volume 2 of Grim Fairy Tales of Terror, cover A. So it's got that. And then this is issue 2 of it. So yeah, that's should probably state that probably not quite for children. Not just because of the imagery, but well, partially because of the imagery, but also the storylines as well are a bit more dark than what most people would probably be used to reading in these sort of things. I quite like this cover, Grim Tales of Terror. It's got more of a gothic kind of look to it, which I quite like. And this is number 10, cover C. I quite like that. This is my favourite cover of all the ones in the Grim Tales of Terror I've got so far. This is Pickford's Model. I haven't read it yet, but I'm actually really interested in reading it. And it's that. That's a cool looking cover. Grim Tales of Terror. This is number 13, volume 2, cover A. I'm just intrigued because it looks like it's what's it, something bursting out of a painting. But it's really cool looking. I think it's cool anyway. That's just me. So next up we have Evil Heroes, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this one. So I've only got actually 1. I've got issue 1 missing at this. So this is Evil Heroes. That's cover A, 2 of 6. So it's a bit more sort of a sci-fi-esque, futuristic thing going by the cover anyway. But when you turn the cover, it says, with great power comes great corruption. The world as we know it is gone. The new gods left by the bloodthirsty deity Chaos have come to rule with an iron hand, causing destruction wherever they go. Now humans are fit only to be their slaves. Now, see if I can find... So that's sort of like anti-hero kind of things, I suppose, and villains or whatever you want to call them. But it does look interesting. I am interested to see how the story goes. So there's that. This is issue 3 of 6 of Evil Heroes. I kind of thought, it's got the Black Panther thing going on at the front, and it kind of looks like Black Panther, but it's not. And it's Bow Down to the New Gods. This is again cover 3 of 6. Cover A, 3 of 6 even. So it's issue 2 I've got missing of this one. This is a really cool cover. Really colourful. I'm just intrigued by the character more than anything. This character here, not this character, that character. Because it's got all these limbs hanging around it and skull necklace and things. But it's really cool looking. And that is 4 of 6. Now again, cover A. This is again cover A of Evil Heroes. It's not a great cover compared to all the other ones. I mean, this is sort of the standard, I suppose, cover you expect from a superhero type comic. There's just notice then it says rated T for teens. So there you go. That tells you what is a kind of who it's aimed for. So that's it's on the cover. And then the last one, which I suppose you can kind of look at it and go, oh, that's kind of Aquaman, that's Superman, and that's Wonder Woman. And you know what I mean when I turn the cover over. So it's cover 6 of 6, cover A. As you can see, it's Aquaman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Sort of. They're in their own variant ways. But it's a cool cover. And then we have, this is the final lot, I believe, in this bit. Yep, Realm of War. No, it's Grim Fairy Tales: A Realm War, Age of Darkness. So this is, there's 12 issues in this. This is one of 12. This is cover B, and that's what it looks like. Again, another quite. I would say they have covers that you would, if you'd walked into a comic shop, you'd be pulled to them straight away and want to pick them up and read them. So this is the 4 realms have fallen and an age of darkness has arrived. The Dark Queen begins her reign after merging with the realms of Earth. The survivors still reeling from such a terrifying display of power must band together in order to defeat her and to restore order. But with several realm knights dead and the grim universe thrown into chaos, can Sela and her remaining team stand against the Dark Queen and her army? I don't know. I guess we'll have to read it and find out. So that was issue 1. This is issue 3, again, cover A. So, really cool. Not entirely sure who the characters are. I imagine that's probably Robin Hood. Maybe. I would have thought it was Robin Hood. Maybe. We'll see. This is issue 6, Realm of War, Age of Darkness. Couldn't tell you what kind of character that is. That's cover A anyway. And then we go on to Realm War, Age of Darkness, 7 of 12. This is cover C. I'm sure there'll be a few people that look at this issue and go, I'm going to go cosplaying in that. Women, that is. Well, men can do it as well, I suppose, but it's more of a woman cosplay, I would have thought. But hey, each their own. And then this is issue 8 of 12, Realm of War, Age of Darkness. So I've got a few issues missing out of this, so I have to go and track down. But that's the cover. And this is, what was this, cover A? Yeah, cover A. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on there, but it kind of looks like, I don't know, there's a spell going on maybe? So they have got covers that will pull you in and you want to find out more, so there's that. So that is part 1 of the 4 of these videos. The other ones are all from the same sort of comic line, you know, whereas this one's a mixture of Inferno and Code Red and things like that. The next one is just one straight line. Part 2, 3, and 4 will all be from the same comic line. And they're all from Zenescope again. But let me know what you think of these comics. If you've read any Zenescope comics, let me know what you think. Obviously, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in part 2. Thanks for watching this video. Bye for now.